Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. Today we're going to be cash stuffing our last full-time paycheck for the month of January. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's go. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing good. Ready for the weekend like I am. I got lots of stuff to do. I've got sick children in my house and I am steadily trying to not get it myself. So we're doing good so far. I know you guys could hear it a little bit in my voice and I was really like, I'm not gonna do it. No, this is not happening. So I'm fighting it off mentally. I think I'm not going to say anything else about that because I don't want to jinx myself. So before we get started with this video, let me go ahead and grab today's prompt card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt card. It's basically a conversation starter. So I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. Just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's prompt card is, if you could get all your family members to donate to a charity, what would it be and why? Honestly, there are plenty of homeless shelters and women and children shelters around us that could use all the help you could get. So I would probably choose just a local women and children shelter or a homeless shelter, something like that. But I don't actually know like a actual charity, and to be honest, I don't trust some of the bigger charities, if I'm being honest, because you don't know where that money goes. Like, is there an accounting there? I don't know. But just these local services around here, that's probably where I would stick to. What about you guys? Do you know of any charities that you would encourage your family members to donate to, and why? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so today we're going to be stuffing a total of $2,408 plus $15. This is from my son for his YouTube. So in total, we're looking at $2,423 if I did my math correctly on that. All right, so we're going to be stuffing that. 968 of that goes to our bills. That leaves $1,440 that we're going to be stuffing in these various envelopes, which I won't go over with you because we're going to stuff it together in this video. All right, so I have all the cash here. In the denominations that I need, it is all $2,423. I guess I could count it for you. I don't usually count the bigger ones, and this I would consider a bigger one, but we'll do it together because why not? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 1,200, 1,250, 1,300, 1,350, 1,400, 1,450, 1,500, 1,550, 1,600, 1,650, 1,700, 1,750, 1,800. So $1,800 there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2,000. So that's 2,000 right there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. So 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 305, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60, 5, 75, 85, 95, 1,400, 2,400. Let me get it right. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so 24, 23 is what our total is. Yeah, that's why I like just throwing it. All right, so we're going to start with my wallet. I do have a little bit of change in here, but it's not much, so I think that I can do without that for right now. So let's empty this out if there's anything. Spending is empty because we didn't get spending money. Gasoline, I still have the $30 here, so I'll take that out. I thought that I had put that towards gas, but I guess not. Allowances are gone. In kids spending, we have $3. And in miscellaneous, we have $1 left. Nothing in other. And then we do have some receipts here that I will scan into my Fetch Rewards. If you guys aren't using Fetch Rewards, it's an app that you can use on your device, and all you do is take pictures of your receipts that you regularly spend anyway, and then earn points, cash those points in for free money in the form of digital gift cards. So if you want, you can use the code that I have in the description below to get some free points when you scan your first receipt. We can be friends on there. We can save money on there. I haven't scanned receipts in quite some time. I need to, so I'll be doing that at some point this weekend. But anyway, check that out if you want. $34 is what we have here. This 30 I'll probably put into cost of living, and this 4 will go into our $1 savings challenge. I'll put that back here so that we know that's what that goes to at the end. All right, so we're not getting spending money again this time. For gas, I give myself 30. For allowances, we do $60 every 2 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 60. 10, 25, 35, 45, 55, and 60 it is. Next 2 weeks of allowances taken care of for my kids. Kids spending will get a 20, and miscellaneous will get a 10. That's a nice 10. I don't want to use a nice 10 for out and about spending. We'll get this ugly 10. Not other miscellaneous. Okay, and now we are all set for the next 2 weeks in my wallet. Okay, so living expenses, let's start there. We're going to be putting $700 into groceries. Let's hope that we can, live under $700. I'm probably going to put some more with my YouTube paycheck as well, but we'll see if we can do it. I'm going to count it as a challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do that. Then we'll do 650, 70, 90, and 700. That is going into our groceries for the next 2 weeks for my family of 5, and sometimes 6 on the weekends when their best friend comes over and stays all weekend with us. So dining out, we're not going to stuff, but gas we are. We're going to stuff this with $250. I'm doing that a little differently than in the 20s this time. So 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, and 50. I don't need it to be in small denominations too much anymore because we're spending quite a bit in gas to the point where we empty it out. So extra toiletries. Actually, none of these I'm going to be able to stuff. Unfortunately, I did pull out the extra that I had in Modus so that I could put that away, which is why it was more. I think I forgot to mention that, but we're adding 20 into Peach Pass, which is our local toll system. Now we have 60 in there, and that will be coming from the Modus paycheck. And then we're adding 30 from the Modus paycheck into here. So we're doing that, but then we're also going to be adding the 30 here. So now cost of living has 20, 40, 50, 60. Okay. All right, we're done with this binder. Sadly, I wish I could stuff it all, but I can't. Because we have priorities. We have things that we have to save for. Starting with hubby's birthday. This is my memories binder. Hubby's birthday, we're getting 15 like we do every paycheck. And now he has 20, 30, 40, 55, 60 towards his birthday at the end of the year. And I need to stuff for Father's Day. We'll start in February. All right, for my birthday, I also get 15. So now in my birthday, I have 100, 200, 10, 20, 35, and 40. So 240. Clearly my birthday is coming up soon in April. All right, for my son, I am putting 20 in. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. He's got his first 100 now towards his birthday in November. For my daughter, middle child, she's getting 20 also. So now she has 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 for her birthday also in November, just ahead of his. And then for my youngest, she's getting 20, and now she has 120, 40, 60, 80, 220 for her birthday in August. For holidays, we've been working on Valentine's, which I'm not going to be stuffing, but we do have 110 in Valentine's there. Just couldn't swing the stuffing it this time. For vacation, also, same deal. Couldn't stuff it, couldn't swing it, so it is what it is. Same thing for all of these, actually. The only thing that we are going to be stuffing is grad party, which we're going to do 25. And now we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 55, 65. So 465, almost at that $500 mark, which is awesome. For Christmas, we're going to be adding 70. So it'll be 50 from the regular paycheck and then 20 from our Modus paycheck. So we're adding 70 there. So now for my hubby's tab, we have 170 for Christmas this year at the end of the year, with the goal being 300. Once this reaches 300, we'll move to the next tab. All right, so that means we did accomplish some things here. We did our Modus paycheck, which is awesome, and a regular paycheck. So next up will be the YouTube paycheck. Staying on track. Now we're going to move to my life maintenance binder. And we're going to start with, as much as I would love to put something in health savings, I can't. But mental health also we're going to skip because I have 6 appointments worth there. And clearly they didn't have an appointment this past week because daughters were sick. So, you know, I felt like I could skip it this time. For car maintenance, though, we are going to be adding 50 from that Modus paycheck. I think we have been putting towards tags now at this point, so 50 towards that. So that means we have 100 in oil changes, 55 in tags, so 155. Deductible has 100, so 255. Emergency fund has 5, 6, 7, 800, so that's what? 5, 7, 55, 855, 955, 1055, 75, 95, and 1100 is what we have in our car maintenance. Nothing else is going to be added to except for vet bill, because we did take the pups to the vet and it was a lot more than I had anticipated for their shots. And so now I got to build this back up because they do have one more round of shots to do. And then it's just building up for them being spayed, which they can't be spayed until April when they're hit 6 months old. So now we have 150, 200, 20, 35, 36, 37, and 38. We'll put these 3 in the $1 challenge because I don't want them. So 235 is what we got in there. The last appointment was like 302 for their two sets of shots plus the hard guard. So, yes, like dang. All right, moving over to my savings binder. We're going to be putting $20 like normal into our savings. So now we have $1 in there I'm going to put here. We have 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410 in our savings. For my son's savings, it's a slow grow for them, $5. 500, 6, 7, 800, 820, 840, 845, and 850. And it'll be the same for each of my kids. So adding 5, it'll be also 850. And then same for my youngest. All right, for retirement and emergency and bills advancement and TK toys and grad, which is already met, we're not going to stuff any of those. The rest of this goes to bills. So let's get to it. All the bills, they're all just kind of messed up. So we are adding 118, I think, in our water because it was so high. So we're going to do what we can. For cellular, we are going to add the 170 that we had planned. So after this stuffing, we'll be able to unstuff it for the month. But now in cellular, we have 1, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 355, and 360. Okay, for gas, we are going to add 65. 50, 65. Actually, are we doing 65? I think we're doing 65. We'll see. 65 in there, which gas is higher now, so this is interchangeable with electric because they do swap turns on being the highest in the seasons. So if we don't have enough to cover gas because it's higher and electric being lower because it's, winter months for us, then I'll just take from electric to cover for that. These are kind of interchangeable that way. All right, moving on. Netflix, we're going to add $23 because it did go up. Gotta love it. Used to be 20, now it's 23. Prime also went up, and now total, because we have 2, 34. I will call them, I swear. It's on my list, my to-do list. But 34 there until I can figure out where that second Prime is coming from. Mortgage has already been covered. Spotify is going to be $17, which also went up. So I think all of our bills except for my bank fee has gone up. Hulu is $100, which also went up from $95. Bank fees. Oh, trusty bank fees. At least they stayed the same. Studio paint is 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Microsoft, my daughter already paid for, so her money is in there. Trash, we're going to be putting 52 in there now because they went up. So 52. Yeah. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135, 140, 141, and 142, which clearly doesn't cover the overage because they went up like astronomically. So we're going to have to pull from here, our buffer, in order to cover the extra, unfortunately. All right, YouTube, this is for mine and my son's. I'm putting 14 in, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My son is putting his 15 in, which is really 14, but he gave me 15. So I will be giving him this poorly ripped dollar as his change. So now in YouTube, we have, between the two of us, 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, which will cover both of our premiums. Water, we're going to be putting that $118 in because it is 3 times the amount that it used to be, and I have no idea why. So 100, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean, I have an idea. I have an idea of why. But we'll see if changing some habits in the house that has happened over the past month will change anything. Internet, we've already covered. iCloud gets $1 because unlike everybody else in the world, it stayed the same. Hopefully it will not go up. Discord is 10. This might be one that I get rid of in the future because I've been thinking about what to get rid of. Insurance has already been covered and paid, so we're good with that. I feel like, electric. So in electric, I'm putting $350 in, like so. And again, this can be interchanged with gas. All right, so there is all of our bills covered for the month of January. If you're not sure how I'm making this process work, basically, I have 2 months worth of bills, money in my bank account, about $5,600. Throughout the month, all of my bills come out on auto pay. I just go through each week, make sure they're coming out the way they're supposed to and how much they're for. Also, throughout the month, I sit here and I stuff with each month, as you see. At the end of the month, I will take all of this out, go deposit it back into my bank to replace the money it used to pay all these bills throughout the month. And then at the beginning of every month, I'm starting with 2 months worth of bill money in the account. Does that make sense? Because I'm technically 2/3 months ahead, if you will. I call it 2 months ahead because this would be technically the third, which is the current. So if this is January's bills, then I have February and March's bills sitting in my account each month. Does that make sense? So that's how I'm making my bills system work with this cash envelope system, and I like it. Last up is our challenges. Clearly, I've not been able to do a 100 envelope challenge, which is just as well because I still have not erased it. So, yeah. We have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8. We are going to add to our $1 savings challenge today. And we'll count that at the end of each quarter because I'm way too impatient to wait an entire year. But with that said, as you can see, we have cash stuffed everything that came to us, our income, and just trying to make it work for us. It's not as much as I would love it to be, but we got all of our bills paid. We got our priorities paid with their scheduled payments, and we're right on track with our main things. We just don't have a lot of overage right now. So either I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of different bills, which is definitely a possibility, or maybe I'll go get a job. I don't know. I've been trying to make this YouTube thing work for me, and it is. It really is. You guys are coming through. You're watching those ads. You're doing those things, and it is bringing income in. But, with this inflation stuff and all the bills that we have, it just seems really hard. And every time I talk to my family about getting rid of bills, I don't know if it's, just privilege probably, but everything I bring up, let's get rid of Netflix. But I watch that. Somebody in this house uses it, Let's get rid of our Spotify premium. No, I don't want to go back to ads. Let's downgrade Hulu to just the regular Hulu. Hubby is not about that life. He likes watching things live. He's old school that way. And just all these little ones, I could technically get rid of them. They're just subscriptions or whatever, but they are definitely something that everybody in this house is using in one way or another for entertainment purposes. So it's kind of hard. Are you guys struggling with that as well? If you have to make decisions on what to get rid of, has that been a struggle with you, with your family? I just don't know. The logical thing is just to get rid of everything and we just all start reading. Which, by the way, I have been reading a lot more. I've actually started the Left Behind series, which I read 20 years ago, maybe. I'm probably aging myself. But I read that. My husband and I read it when we were, young in our dating/married life. And that was a fun time. And I just recently acquired the entire set, I think there's 12 or 13 books in the series. Then there's a prequel that's like 3 or 4 different books. I got all of them. It was gifted to me. I'm thrilled because we had already just talked about it not even 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago about wanting to maybe reread that series if we could find the books. And it literally came to me in a box. All of them. Great. I was like, okay, let's do it. So I've been reading those. And I tell you, if you are into like apocalyptic, post apocalyptic, end of the world type things, going with the biblical view of their interpretation of Revelation and just making it into a fictional story based around these characters who are living through the end times of the world as predicted or prophesied in Revelations. It's thrilling. I absolutely cannot put the books down. It's really hard. So if you haven't read those, or maybe it's been 20 years for you and you've thought about reading them, or maybe you haven't thought about it and now all of a sudden you might want to, check it out. Like, I'm not, pushing you to go buy the books or anything. Maybe you can rent it or go to a library or something. I don't know. But if you like that kind of stuff and you're all about that business and the mystery behind what's happening in the world during these end times and trying to figure out figure out what it means in the Bible and then interpret it to real world things. I don't know. It's just really good. I love it. So anyway, I'm going to go back to reading after I edit this video and post it for you guys. I appreciate you still here. If you're still watching and you're still listening to me ramble about random things, go ahead, click that subscribe button. You're already a part of the family. And I would love to be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journey. And with that said, guys, I'll let you go. Stop talking your ear off. And I will see you in the next video, which should be on Monday for our YouTube cash stuffing. I cannot wait for that. It's a big one. And it's all thanks to you guys. I'll see you on Monday and have a great weekend, as always. Until next time. Bye.